Hey guys, Joe here, and today I'm going to be showing you a new book that I got yesterday, Walking with Beast: A Prehistoric Safari. So let's jump right into it. So let's go. So let's go with Walking with Beast: Prehistoric Safari. So it's all in context. There's New Dawn, Whale Killer, Land of the Giants, The Prey's Revenge, A Saber-Tooth World, and A Mammoth Journey. So let's check this out, right? Let's go. The Beast. New Dawn. Well, 49 years. So, guys, I don't know if you can see it, but this is one of my favorite characters in the show. It's the Gastornis, which is a bird. It's like one of my favorite characters in the show. And here's a better view of the Gastornis. Now, this is the part where I'm going to go and major spoiler. So this is the Lectictidium, which is a shrew-like animal. So there's a Gastornis chasing the Lectictidium. So, and here's like Propellotherium, which is an early form of horse. So here's the skeleton of the Propellotherium and the modern day horse. And here's the Ambulocetus, which is a whale. Here's the Ambulocetus swimming. And here's the Ambulocetus attacking the Propellotherium. So here's the Gastornis checking up on her egg to see if it's hatched, and there's the little Gastornis chick. And here's the giant ants that, if you watch the show, then they attack the Gastornis chick, remember? And here's the scene where the Gastornis kills the Propellotherium. And remember the quote, "This is a world where birds eat horses." So there's the Lectictidium again. So there's a Godinosha, which is a primate. So here's two Godinoshas grooming. And here's the Death Out of the Darkness, and here's the Gastornis. There's all the skeletons that were found at the time. Here's the Lectictidium and the Ambulocetus. And let's move on to the next chapter, which is Whale Killer. And it's 36 million years ago. And here's a Basilosaurus, which are the whales descended from the Ambulocetus that we saw earlier. Here's some sea cows, and here's my favorite bit of this chapter. The Basilosaurus is eating a shark. And here's Dorodon, which is related to Basilosaurus and the whales and normal whales. I think I missed the page. So here's a male and female Basilosaurus, and here's a Brontotherium. And as you can tell, there's a difference between males and females. The males have longer head bone and the females have shorter head bones. And here's two Brontotherium fighting. And here's an Andrewsarchus, which may be closely related to whales. And here's a Brontotherium versus a Andrewsarchus. And here's Andrewsarchus versus another Andrewsarchus. A sheep in wolf's clothing. Here's an Andrewsarchus eating, I believe, what looks like a turtle. And here we have an Apidium, which are the closely related to monkeys. It's one of the monkeys, and I like this picture of them on game, his hands in the water. That's kind of cool. And here's the Apidium jumping from tree, and as you can see, there's a shark. There's some skeletons of skulls, which is kind of cool. And there's Moratheriums, which are closely related to mammoths and elephants. As you can see, they're developing a trunk. And here's the Moratherium swimming. And here's a Moratherium and the Basilosaurus, the Basilosaurus attacking the Moratherium. And the Moratherium is stranded. So the Valley of the King Lizards, which, by the way, is the Valley of the King Lizards. It's an area in Egypt because it's found with the fossil remains of Basilosaurus and Dorodon, which in the Triumph of the Beast, the making of Walking with Beast, they named it Valley of the Whales, and in the book Valley of the King Lizards. And I thought Valley of the King Lizards was good. Here's two Dorodon. Now let's move on to the third chapter, which is Land of the Giants. And it's set 24 million years ago. And here's the Indricathere and the Hyaenodon. There's a Hyaenodon. In North America was out in the open. There's the Indricathere, which are closely related to modern rhinos. There's a little baby Indricathere. And there's a bear dog. And yes, they're relatives of both bears and dogs. And here's one of my favourite characters in the Walking with Beast, alongside the Gastornis, the Entelodont. Look how cool he is. And here's an Entelodon versus an Entelodon. See? Awesome. As you can see, the Entelodon has got bit by another Entelodon. And here's the scene where the baby Indricathere is getting some milk from his mum. And here's a Calicothere, which are relatives. They're not relatives of the pandas. They're relatives of rhinos, tapirs, and horses. And here's the Calicothere with the Hyaenodon. A Hyaenodon attacking the Calicothere. Now here's my favourite scene in the book. Hyaenodons chasing an Entelodont. How awesome is that? on the long march. There's a Indrakathir. There's Roy Chapman Andrews. There's a Indrakathir Thigh-bone by the looks of it. I don't know. There's a whale here for some reason. And here's the Indrakathir and his mum taking a bath. And here are two male Indrakathir fighting for a mate. Like modern day giraffes do, they do this with their necks. They go to the other males. And here's the male Indrakathir mating with the female Indrakathir. Death in the ocean. Now let's move on to chapter 4, which is the Prey's Revenge. Our world 3.2 million years ago. Now here are Australopithecus, which are relatives of man, and one of the females just died, and I'm going to read to you the abandoned young. So, Blue is only 4 years old when his mother dies, so without her, his chances of survival are slim. Land of our fathers. And here are Australopithecus is standing on a cliff. These are called, this is Dinotherium, which is a relative of the elephant. Here's another Dinotherium. Out of Africa. Here are Australopithecus is fighting against a rival clan. And here's Ankylotherium, which are relatives of Calicothes that we saw in Land of Giants. And here are Australopithecus, Ankylotherium, and the Dinotherium together. So here are Dinotheriums chasing the Australopithecus, and the Australopithecus aren't on the tree. And there's Dinofelis, which are the relatives of jaguars today, and are the ancestors of saber-tooths. The original manhunter, and here's a picture of a cheetah. Leopard, So we have on a close-up of an Australopithecus, and here are chimpanzees. Here are the Australopithecus fighting. Mankind's cradle. Here are the Australopithecus fighting with Dinofelis. And here are the Australopithecus hanging out. Now let's move on to chapter 5, which is Saber-Tooth Whales. And again, this is one of my favourite characters in the Walking with Beast. It's the Forest Racus, the terror bird. So that looks good. Empty lands. As you can see, South America was very similar to the African savannas today. And here we have the Smilodon, which is half-tooth, and his cub. And here we have an adult Smilodon, and here's a cub and a cub Smilodon, as you can see here. So we have a Smilodon skeleton, and the Didacurus, which are the ancestors of the armadillo. And here are, I think I missed a page. I'm all good. Alright, so we have Smilodons fighting. And here we have Megatherium, the giant ground sloth. Macrauchenia, which they're not relatives of other animals, but I'm guessing they could be relatives of camels. I'm not sure. We're not sure yet. So here's some alpacas, and here are a group of Smilodon taking down a Macrauchenia, and then feasting on, well, what looks like a dead Macrauchenia. And I think the terror birds are eating the Macrauchenia. And some Macrauchenia are rubbing their bodies in the desert. And here are the Smilodon versus the Megatherium. And the mother of all sloths, there's the Megatherium skeleton, and there's the tree sloth today. And here's the terror bird versus the Doedicurus. Fashion victims. And here is Half-Tooth versus one of the brothers. Now, let's move on to the final chapter, A Mammoth's Journey. Here we can see some woolly mammoths. And here we can see an early human, which I believe is a Neanderthal or a Cro-Magnon. I'm going to call him a Cro-Magnon, or I'm going to call him a Neanderthal. Life in the freezer. There's a bison. There's a woolly mammoth. And here's a young mammoth. There's a Megaloceros, the giant Irish elk. And here are the Cro-Magnon versus the Megaloceros. So here are the mammoths migrating. It's October now. And there's a European cave lion, and he's defending, and the mammoth is defending her baby from the cave lion. There's a mammoth skeleton, and here's the excavation of when a group of scientists found a mammoth calf frozen in ice. And here's a Neanderthal. And here's a woolly rhino. It's March now, and as you can see, it's not snowing anymore, and the mammoths are grazing. And there is the Megaloceros, and the woolly mammoth, and the woolly rhino. And here's the woolly mammoth versus a Neanderthals. And there is some cave paintings. And here are the woolly mammoths fighting. And here's some woolly mammoths, and there's the earth. Entirely different. And so there's more cave paintings. And there's the woolly mammoths migrating. And that's the end. Bye guys.